This is me. I've just spent 5 hours at the library and I'm still not finished. At this pace, it doesn't look like that I'm gonna get any sleep tonight. And that wasn't just a one-time thing. That was my daily routine every single day. Now don't get me wrong, it wasn't because I was getting bad grades, but I was putting way too much time into studying. I didn't have time to do anything else but study. That's when I realized something needed to change. I researched the best methods to study. I watched every video I could find, read articles. I even talked to some of the best students at medical school to try to find a solution to one problem. As a first-year medical student, that was scary. If I was spending that much time studying now, imagine the future. And now I can officially say that I don't study more than 2 hours a day. And the crazy part is, my grades have never been better. You're probably wondering, how did this guy do it? Well, before that, let's make a gentleman contract. If you get any type of value of this video, please subscribe. Now, let me tell you my secret. One of the best things I did was putting a time limit on myself. I would sit down and tell myself, listen buddy, you only have 1 hour and 30 minutes. I don't care what happens, you only have 1 hour and 30 minutes. And for some strange reason, my mind adapted to the idea that I'm in a rush. I have to finish before the deadline. You have probably experienced this before, when you are taking an exam and there's maybe 30 minutes left and you're still not finished. You try to do everything you can to finish that exam and answer every single question. I know I have tried that before, and that's exactly what I did. I gave myself a sense of urgency, a situation where I have to put in the work. I can't fool around because there's a deadline. And that allowed me to use the time I had wisely and use every single brain cell towards solving the questions or towards focusing on reading. But giving yourself a time limit will not improve your results by itself. You have to be focusing on the right things, on the things that matters. And that leads me to my next point. The biggest mistake I did was wasting so much time on studying or reading without a specific goal. Just reading the textbook as if it was a novel, and that's completely wrong. After talking to some of the best students at medical school, I found out that you have to have some kind of destination or some kind of goal that you should be working towards. A good way to do that is by solving the questions related to the topic that you're reading about. You can upload the text that you're reading into an AI program and tell it to make questions about the most important concepts of the subject. Many of us study the way everybody else is studying because we think that that's the most efficient way. Well, I have learned that that's completely wrong. What works for someone else might not work for you. I spend a lot of time figuring out which study methods were the best for me. Some people love reading textbooks, while others, like me, prefer watching videos on YouTube about complex topics. Some people take a lot of notes, while others just like to answer questions. Personally, I used to take a lot of notes because everybody else was doing it. And now I've realized taking notes doesn't benefit me at all. It actually just makes me feel productive instead of actually being productive. So now I don't take notes anymore. And I could have not done that if I didn't reflect on the way that I was studying. So you have to take the time to reflect on what you're already doing and experiment with different study strategies to find out the best way you can learn as fast as possible. So forget everything that your friends are doing and focus on yourself. Find out what works for you. So what now? Listen, I have now told you exactly what I did to go from studying 5, 6, maybe 7 hours a day to studying 2 hours a day. I have told you the strategies that I use in medical school and the strategies that some of the best students I know use. I hope you take action and start improving your grades and improving your life.